Hi, I want to do a flip through of a new oracle that I've got. But before I do that, because I want to see how it pairs with this one's just come in today as well, so I figured I'd do this one first. So this is going to be a nice steady slow flick through of the Fyodor Pavlof tarot. I mean, dogs every time they start. So it's a 78 card gilded edge with colour themes for the suits and 176 page illustrated hardcover book. And it's by U.S.Games systems. This did actually come with a little bit of a dink on it. I can't remember who I ordered it through now. I think it was A Books or someone. So it's a bit of a squeeze, try to get the lid off, but it does give you like the crevices to be able to grab and pull. You do get, I've taken all the wrapping off and everything, you get the hardbound book, which is absolutely lovely. And in this, you get, an introduction about the majors, the minors. Then you go through the suits, you get some spreads, and and a bit about the artist. Where are your spreads? So 1, 2, 3, 4 spreads, and this would be your artist. So we'll have a better look at that in a minute. That's lovely, that book, actually. It's probably one of the best little books I've ever had in a deck. So, like, true to form, I don't know what it is. Even though they reinforced this box, it still came with a bit of a split in the corner, but that's by the by. I've took the plastic off. That's just the inside of the box. You get the ribbon pull, which is long enough to wrap around the deck and the book. Move that out of the way a minute. So the cards come with this gilding on, which is a nice gilding. It's some of the cards, when I was taking it out, some of them were clumped together, and I did sit and pull them a little bit to see, and they were a little bit stuck together, so just be careful if you get this deck and you're taking the cards apart, that you're not just like pulling them off. But usually with this kind of gilding, it's usually all right, but this gilding, it will not pick it up at all. It's sparkly. So it's gold, shiny gold, but then it's like sparkly. It's got like these little iridescent sparkles all over it. And I did notice before that the sparkles, you probably won't even see them on my hands, but they are on my hands. And I did actually touch my face, and then I realised, I went and looked in the mirror, and I did have a glitter sparkle smear on my face where I touched my face. So it'd probably be one of them where it just takes a minute to kind of settle in and settle to what it's going to be. So let's have a look through these cards. So we have our Fool. It is a my mind's completely gone blank. Oh, what is it? Linen. Bloody hell. Oh my god. My mind just went complete mush. It is a linen cardstock. There are pops of colour through it. I'm hoping you'd be able to see the colour in it. It's got the Magician. The High Priestess. I love this card. The Empress. I love this one as well. I think when I look at it, if I have to say one thing about the deck, which I wish was different, it would be that all the characters had some kind of colour to their skin. There might be a reasoning behind that. I've not read through the guidebook yet, but there might be a reasoning behind why some are kind of brought to life and some are kind of not. Emperor. Hierophant. The Lovers. Chariot. Strength. Hermit. The Wheel. Justice. Hanged Man. Death. Temperance. The Devil. It makes me feel some kind of way, this card, and I don't know what it is. I don't know what it makes me feel, but it makes me kind of, I don't know if it's, I don't feel uncomfortable, it's just, I don't know, because like when it's one of these cards where when you look at it, you see more and more and more, or you like kind of pay attention to more and more and more. This rope is literally going through the cracks of her ass, or his, because we don't know. But do you see the difference? What I was saying though about putting the colour into people, like kind of giving people a bit of life through the colour, and what a difference it actually makes. But that said, it might lose all its charm if they were all fully done. The Tower. The Star. The Moon. That looks like the same kind of tamed wolf from the Strength card. The Sun. Judgment. The World. Ace of Wands. Two. Three. 5. There's a lot of nudity in this deck. 6. 7. 8. 9. 10. Page. Knight. Queen. I mean, in comparison to like some of the other characters in this, she seems a bit unapproachable, doesn't she, really, the Queen? And the King. Ace of Cups. Two. Straight. This one feels more modern to me, this Two of Cups. It feels more modern than like the images in the rest of the deck. Three. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. I like the way you got the water flowing from a few different directions on this one. 9. 10. With the baby. Page. Knight. Queen. Pregnant Queen. The king. Let me look at something. Has he put himself in this deck? This character pops up throughout the deck, doesn't it? Am I imagining that? Am I imagining it? No. That's the same character, isn't it? That one's not. Possibly. When they were younger. There's other places though that character's popped up. Oh, let me have a look. Maybe just them two then. Possibly just them two. And the Queen and King. So the Queen and King go together quite well. I mean, even though she was quite covered up and quite finicky looking, the Queen of Wands, she matched with the King as well. Ace of Swords. Two. Three. Four. Five. Six. Do you know what will never get old to me though as well? Like when I look through different tarot decks and stuff. Even when they're following a sort of traditional image or one of the styles, traditional images. So the Rider-Waite. It's interesting to see how different the same card can look when different people do it. Do you know what I mean? Because it's basically the same card, isn't it? But just dressed up different. It gives you different feelings and brings different energy. 7. 8. I like that 8. 9. And the 10. That's that character again, isn't it? Has he been back in this one? That's that character. It is. It's got to be. I need to read the whole guidebook now to find out, don't I? But I like that it's down but not out. Page. The Knight. Fierce looking Queen. With the stirrups. Would they have had stirrups back in the day? King. Look a bit standoffish them, don't they? But then you could see it as like if they were standing up against somebody together. Independent, you know what I mean? They're kind of independent in their approach to something. This is being a dead chat for me. I keep saying in it. I've not said it for years, and I've been saying it like it's going out of fashion recently, in it. The Ace of Coins. Two. Three. Four. Don't know why. I've just got the Queen of Hearts from Alice in Wonderland. I don't know why it just popped to me. It's like I'm waiting for it to swing around and have this ginormous fall. Oh, my nose is... One sec. Sorry, that was disgusting. I've not even got a cold. I just keep getting like really, really blocked up. Well, I've tested. I've not got COVID or anything like that. I've not got any pain. Like, I've not got any pain in my face like sinusitis or anything like that. But I just keep getting full on bunged up. Five of Pentacles. Six. Do you know what I like about this card? If I can get it up. Look at the expression on his face. It gives you like, it gives feeling, doesn't it? Puts feeling to it. Despite like there being no other colour barring the orange of the pentacles and the dress and the trousers, no other colour in the faces or anything like that, you still get that expression. A 7. Flower in the fields. The 8. The 9. Ten. Page. The Knight. Is that same guy? It's gonna do me head in. I'll have to read the whole book. Figure out whether he's put himself in it. Queen. She baked a pie. and the king. I'm already sure that these cards are going to shuffle beautifully because they are linen. A word that totally escaped me. I wish you could see, honest to God, I wish it would show the sparkly bits on it. Why are you parting out? Not sure why that's parting out like that. Oh, that's satisfying. That's like one of those shuffles that is like madly satisfying. It's always the same with linen though. It's just slippery as fuck though when you get going with it. And I'm sure it will shuffle well this way. If I can get my hands around it. I can't shuffle that way, so don't go off my shuffle for that. Oh, it's so smooth. So the Emperor. It's not doing it now. I was wondering why it was doing that kind of, because it was trying to split before. It was trying to bow in a certain place before, but it's not really doing it now. That's pretty. Oh, that's the backs, by the way. And they're kind of like metallic. They've got like a metallic look to them, so it's so pretty when it's sat down with this glimmering. And this is like, it looks like almost like denim. They got these sparkling and that sparkling. It just looks, expensive. It looks really nice. So I'm gonna have a read for the Emperor. Pull you back in so you can see him. In case it's got anything on the card that you might want to know. So for each card, you actually get, I mean, for all the majors, you get a fair bit of information, and that's for all the majors, but it's the same as well for the minors, some more than others, which you will find with minors, because you know some of them can be quite complex, but other than that, they're you get a decent amount of writing on it. Okay. My Emperor is obviously inspired by the Romans. I was thinking of Hadrian when I settled on this design. I kept a lot of the traditional symbolism of the Smithwaite Emperor. He embodies conventional binary masculinity, though he is by no means limited by it. The imaginary, you fucking dearie me. The imagery oh dear me. The imagery of Ares and war is present in the ram's head on his breast plate, and the pedestal he stands upon symbolises his elevated station. He wears a victor's wreath. So he does. A lot of the imagery of the Emperor I've seen is served to the point of barrenness. He embodies social law and structure, power, stability and force. However, I feel that all those aspects can be tempered in the Emperor with intelligence and restraint, and I want to include indications of this in my portrayal of him and add more nuance to his meaning in readings. Yes, he is armed with a sword, but the blade is pointing down at rest. He can use force, but he can also judge when it is necessary to do so. The laurel wreath he wears can symbolise both victory and subsequent peace and security. In his left hand he carries a scroll. Does he? He surely does. Another symbol of peace, law and knowledge, and a written testament of the Emperor's power. As in many similar depictions, he rises above jagged mountains, but the rocks are not entirely barren. The distant trees symbolise the potential for growth and the prosperity that comes from intelligence, compassionate and steady governing. The colour choice harkens back to the Empress, but where hers is softer in hue, the Emperor's red is bolder and more solid. Yeah, weird. I like that. So he points out things in that. I like that. That he points out the things in the cards. Oh, very nice. Very nice indeed. Nice shuffle, beautiful. Yeah, so they feel comfy. I don't know if you ever had a deck that's like a comfy shuffle, where you don't feel like you're going to damage or break anything. It just wants to go. Let's see what they would have looked like if they were out in a spread. So I can get an idea of what a spread might look like with them. My table's too small these days. So you definitely get, with the pops of colour, a pull. You know, you get like a pull to the idea of like what's the more dominating energy and everything. I love these. And these would fan beautifully as well. Get them all up. They have unfortunately got the tray parts, but they're only small. They would fan amazing. So this has been a look at the Fyodor Pavlov tarot. And I love it. I do love it. And I'm hoping it will play nice with an oracle deck that I've got. Okay, I'll leave that one there. Thank you.